Hello everyone, myself Pranjal Agrawal, a BTech student in Information Technology at NIT Raipur. As I navigate through the ups and downs of college life, I have come to realize that taking time for self-reflection is essential. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get lost in the hustle and bustle. In this video, I will be sharing my personal journey of introspection, exploring questions like am I using my time wisely? Am I employing a healthy perspective? Am I taking anything for granted? Join me as I delve into my thoughts, experiences, and lessons learned. Let's begin by examining one of the most crucial aspects of personal growth, that is time management. When I think about how I spend my time, I ask myself, am I using my time wisely? This question helps me look at my daily life and see if I am doing the right things. First, I think about my family and studies. As a college student, I need to study hard, but I also want to spend time with my loved ones. I make sure to have dinner with my family, talk to them, and go to important events. This balance makes me happy and helps me focus on my studies. Next, I think about the things I enjoy doing. I like reading, coding, and exercising. These activities make me feel good and help me grow as a person. I set aside time for these things like 2 hours on weekends for coding. This helps me learn new skills and maybe even get a good job someday. I also think about my future. I want to have a good life, so I need to prepare. I learn new skills, go to workshops, and meet people in my field. This helps me get ready for the future and find good opportunities. I set goals like finishing courses or building a portfolio. By working on these goals, I invest in my future. However, I acknowledge that sometimes procrastination creeps in and I find myself diverted from my goals. Social media, streaming services, or simply getting caught up in daily routines can lead to time wastage. To stop this, I use tools like Pomodoro technique, set deadlines, and ask friends to keep me accountable. I've also identified my most productive hours, that is morning and early evening, and prioritize critical tasks during these times. While I have made progress in managing my time effectively, there is always room for improvement. By acknowledging areas of procrastination and staying committed to my priorities, I strive to optimize my time usage. I recognize that time is a precious resource and wise usage of it will determine my future success. By balancing family, studies, personal growth, and future aspirations, I aim to create a harmonious, productive life. Moving forward, let's explore another critical inquiry. Am I taking anything for granted? When I take a moment to reflect on my life, I ask myself this crucial question. This inquiry helps me examine the good things and people in my life and consider whether I truly appreciate them. First and foremost, I think about the love and support of my parents. They have always been there for me, providing unconditional care, guidance, and encouragement. But sometimes I take their love for granted. I assume they will always be available no matter what. But that's not true. They have their own struggles, challenges, and limitations. I remember the countless times they stayed up late to help me with homework, sacrificed their own desires for my happiness, and worried about my well being. Their unwavering support is a blessing, and I shouldn't take it for granted. I should appreciate their efforts more, listen to them attentively, spend quality time with them, and show gratitude. Next, I consider the things I've asked for and received: a new phone, a bike, or a favor from a friend. But soon after getting it, I start to take it for granted. I forget the struggle, the wait, or the effort that went into getting it. I begin to expect more without appreciating what I already have. For instance, I recall asking my parents for a laptop to aid my studies. They worked hard to provide it for me, but after a while, I started taking it for granted, expecting constant upgrades and newer models. I forget the value of what I had and the effort that went into getting it. Moving on, I reflect on my physical and mental health. Do I take my well being for granted? Unfortunately, yes. I often neglect self care, pushing my body and mind beyond limits. I forget that good health is a precious gift. I remember times when I fell ill or faced mental exhaustion. Only then did I realize the importance of taking care of myself. Regular exercise, balanced diet, sufficient sleep, and mindfulness are essential for maintaining physical and mental well being. I should prioritize self care and appreciate the gift of good health. Furthermore, I think about the opportunities I have access to education, supportive friends, and a comfortable home. But do I take these blessings for granted? Sometimes, yes. I focus on what's lacking instead of valuing what I have. I recall times when I complained about my education system or felt frustrated with my circumstances. But then I met people who struggled to access basic education or faced unimaginable hardships. Their stories put things into perspective, reminding me to appreciate the opportunities I have. By recognizing what I take for granted, I can appreciate my parents' love and support them more, value the things I have and the opportunities I get, share with others and make a positive impact, and live a more mindful and thankful life. To avoid taking things for granted, I can listen to other stories and perspectives, take care of my physical and mental health, appreciate the little things. Reflecting on what I take for granted has been an eye opening experience for me. It has reminded me to cherish the love of my parents, value the things I have, and prioritize my well being and appreciate the opportunities I have. As we continue our introspection journey, the next question is, am I employing a healthy perspective? Sometimes I ask myself, yeah, am I employing a healthy perspective? Having a positive outlook helps me navigate challenges and make wise decisions. To answer this question, I examine four key aspects: awareness of my thoughts, realistic expectation, respect for others' opinions, and emotional management. Firstly, I consider whether I am aware of my thoughts. What goes through my mind? Do I let negative thoughts control me or do I challenge them? Being mindful of my thoughts helps me recognize patterns and emotions. I can then choose how to respond rather than reacting impulsively. For instance, when faced with criticism, I used to get defensive, but now I take a step back, acknowledge my emotions, and assess the feedback objectively. This awareness helps me grow and learn from constructive criticism. Secondly, I evaluate whether my expectations align with reality. Do I set unrealistic goals or expect perfection? Having unrealistic expectations can lead to disappointment and frustration. Instead, I strive for achievable goals and acknowledges that mistakes are opportunities for growth. I recall when I expected to excel in every subject. However, I realized that everyone has strengths and weaknesses. Now, I focus on developing my strengths and accepting areas where I need improvement. Thirdly, I consider whether I respect others' opinions. Do I listen actively and consider alternate perspectives? Respecting others' views broadens my understanding and fosters meaningful relationships. In discussions, I make sure to listen attentively and respond thoughtfully. This helps me understand different viewpoints and build stronger connection with others. Lastly, I assess my emotional management. Can I manage my emotions effectively or do they control me? Recognizing and regulating my emotions helps me respond constructively rather than react impulsively. When faced with stress, I take a few deep breaths, identify the source, and address it calmly. This helps me stay focused and composed even in challenging situations. To maintain a healthy perspective, I challenge negative thoughts, seek constructive feedback, and focus on realistic goals. As we look ahead, our next question is, what worries me most about the future? As I ponder this question, four concerns come to my mind: making my parents proud, keeping up with advanced technology, staying true to myself, and maintaining relevant skills. Firstly, I worry about making my parents proud. They have always supported me, sacrificing their own desires for my happiness. I fear that I might not meet their expectations or achieve my goals. Will I be able to make them proud or will I disappoint them? I recall the countless times they encouraged me to pursue my passions, even when others doubted me. Their unwavering faith in me drives me to succeed. I want to assure them that their efforts were not in vain. Secondly, I worry about coping with advanced technology. The world is changing rapidly and technology is advancing at an incredible pace. Will I be able to adapt and keep up? I see how technology is transforming industries and revolutionizing the way we live. I fear that if I don't stay updated, I will be left behind. Will I be able to learn new skills quickly enough? Thirdly, I worry about staying true to myself. I worry about staying true to myself. As the world around me changes, will I remain authentic? Will I lose sight of my values and principles? I reflect on my core values like honesty, kindness, and compassion. I want to ensure that no matter what the future holds, I remain committed to these principles. Lastly, I worry about keeping up with relevant skills. The job market is evolving and new skills are in demand. Will I be able to acquire the skills needed to succeed? I realize that continuous learning is crucial. I need to stay curious, seek opportunities, and develop skills that will remain valuable in the future. These concerns motivate me to work hard to make my parents proud, stay updated with the latest technology, reflect on my values and principles, and continuously learning new skills. As we delve deeper, our next introspective question is: am I achieving the goals that I have set for myself? As I reflect on my life, I sometimes ask myself, am I achieving the goals that I have set for myself? Setting goals helps me stay focused and motivated. In class 10, I pushed myself to excel in the CBSE board exams. My hard work paid off with a 94% score, surpassing my expectations. This success boosted my confidence and encouraged me to set even higher goals. Undeterred, I continued to strive for excellence in class 12. My efforts yielded a 93% score in the CBSE board exams, reaffirming my ability to achieve my goals. In class 11, my focus shifted to the joint entrance examination, that is JEE exam. I dreamed of securing admission to the prestigious Indian Institute of Technology, IITs. Although I worked diligently, I couldn't clear the JEE advanced exam. Initially, I felt disappointed. However, my JEE mains exam rank secured me admission to NIT Raipur, a renowned institution. While it was not my initial dream, I realized that NIT offers excellent education and opportunities. I chose to focus on the positives and made the most of this new path. Beyond academics, I have also set goals in technology and coding. I started learning programming languages, participating in coding challenges, and exploring emerging technologies like AI and machine learning. My aim is to become proficient in coding and pursue a successful career in tech. Through these experiences, I have learned that setting specific, achievable goals is crucial. Persevering through challenges and setbacks, adapting to unexpected outcomes, and finding happiness in the present moment are essential. Continuous learning and improvement are also vital. My journey has taught me that goal setting is a continuous process. Flexibility is the key to success. Happiness comes from within. Resilience helps overcome setbacks, and self-awareness fosters personal growth. I have achieved several milestones, including scoring 94% in class 10 and 93% in class 12 CBSE board exam, and securing admissions to NIT Raipur. Moving forward, I aim to enhance my coding skills, explore emerging technologies, participate in coding challenges, pursue a successful career in tech, and continuously learn and grow. As I conclude, I realize that introspection is a lifelong process. It's okay to make mistakes and learn from them. I hope my story has motivated you to explore your own thoughts, emotions, and goals. Keep shining and growing. And at the end, I would like to thank our Professor Anoop Kumar Tiwari sir for giving me this opportunity to speak in front of you. I am grateful for your guidance and support. Your encouragement has helped me build confidence and share my thoughts with others. Thank you for believing in me, sir.